8 ways to sell your home, iBuyer Essentials. Hi, my name is Angela Tolar and I'm your Metro Denver Realtor. And if you like today's information, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel down below. So let's get talking about iBuyers. So iBuyers are corporate buyers who buy houses. And this is a fairly new option available to home sellers out in the market. And usually iBuyers will buy homes directly from the seller via a cash offer. And typically, what we see with these iBuyers is they're going to make offers that are 10 to 15% lower than what the house would sell for on the open market. Now, the iBuyer process at a highest possible level is relatively simple. You submit your property to the iBuyer, you wait 1 to 5 days, and then you choose whether or not you're going to accept the offer. And if you do accept it, you then select a closing date. Now, iBuyer sales aren't really super common yet. At the moment, only about 1% of sellers are using iBuyers as of about 2022. iBuyer programs include things like express offers, open door, offer pad, and Redfin Now. Now, some of the pros to being or working with an iBuyer, I should say, are that you don't have to do any staging, you don't have any showings, you don't have to do some of the traditional things you would do to get your home ready for sale. In addition to that, the iBuyer process is relatively fast and can take place in anywhere from 5 to 30 days, depending on your timeline. And you end up with lower agent fees overall that end up getting paid, even if you're working with a real estate agent on your side. Now, some of the cons to doing an iBuyer process is that the sales price is often much lower, as I said before, than what you would get on the open market. You must provide a lot of details about your home when you're submitting it online. And some iBuyers charge what they call a convenience fee, which can run anywhere from 0 to 15%. Now, you may be wondering, how do you know if you're ideal for an iBuyer program? Well, if you don't want to do repairs on your home, you don't want to stage your home, and you don't want to do open houses, then an iBuyer might be the right choice for you. Additionally, if you want to close quickly, an iBuyer program actually is a good thing to be looking at. Now, I'm a certified express offers agent, which means that not only can I help you with the express offers process, but I'm also authorized to help with open door and offer pad offers on your behalf. So if you wanted to sell a house with me, one of the things we would do is look at what would go on if you sold your house on the open market and what would you most likely be able to sell your home for. And then we would submit to one of these iBuyer platforms to see what kind of offer you came back with, because there's no commitment, which is fantastic. Now, let's dig into the iBuyer process just a little bit more. And the iBuyer process really has 4 basic steps that we want to talk about. Now, the first step is deciding whether or not being an iBuyer is right for you. You need to do this, you need to understand what's your home's value. You need to determine if the program is right for you and does it make your life easier. If it's going to make your life harder, it's probably not right. And then you need to select one or more iBuyer programs to submit your home to. Obviously, I always recommend selecting more than one, just because it gives you some flexibility and it gives you a better idea of what your house might go for in the market if you want this route. Second, you need to then actually go through the process of applying for the iBuyer program. And in order to do this, you're going to need to take photos and a video of your property. You're going to need to complete the iBuyer online submission form. And then you have to wait for a response. And typically those responses take about 2 to 5 days to come back. Once that happens, you then have the option of going under contract. And if you choose to go that route, you're going to need to review the offer, make sure you fully understand it, that you officially accept or decline the offer, and that if you accept it, then you would obviously go under contract. Once you're under contract, you're subject to all the standard dates and deadlines for a closing within the contract. One of the things that the iBuyer will do is inspection and appraisal. However, when they do these, they're not doing inspection for the purpose of having you fix items. They're doing inspection for the purpose of being able to estimate what the cost of fixing things in your home will be. And then you're going to go to closing. One thing I do want to say is if you're going to do an iBuyer program, do be aware that some iBuyer programs have service fees that can run as high as 12%. And there are some iBuyers that are a little less scrupulous than others. And they may come back with after inspection fees that they're going to charge, as well as other items that they want to charge you back for as part of purchasing your house, which will end up dropping your overall offer. So make sure that you read the contract. I hope this information has been helpful, and I hope you have a fantastic day.